Hi everyone, it's Jeanette, Crafty Dork here. Welcome to my craft room. It's day, now you've got me, 33 I think. It'll be written on the video. Excuse me, I want to apologise before I even start. I've had the grandies all day, or the little fella, and he has run me ragged. It was only Nan that could do anything for him. He's just over 18 months old, and but I wanted to get this video done tonight, so it's a bit late in the day, but I'll do my best and see what happens. I've got to make 3 journaling cards for my Touch of Spring, and my girlfriend gave me these. They're actually fairly hefty chipboard, but I thought if I put one in each signature in the belly band, you could also use it as a spot to put behind as you write. So I am going to use them, and I'm just going to collage on them and put plain paper behind them. So before I start, I want my silicone. I'll use the big one this time. So I hope everybody's well. I mean, don't get me wrong, I love my grandchildren, but today it was just one of those days. He just, yeah. And last night he was funny. He didn't want to bath because they were here for tea for like Mother's Day. And usually he loves the bath, but didn't want a bar of that. And today it was didn't want a bar of anything but Nan. So what can you do? Now I've got a old book here. I have got an old book here. Oh dear me. Where the heck is it gone? Now look. We won't use the old book, we will use I've got some diary page, not diary, you know what I mean, dictionary, goodness gracious. And I think I'll just pop that down as a base because it's going to go on beautifully, and I'll put that as a base on the whole lot. And then I can collage over the top of that to, I really need to practice my collage because I don't do enough of it. So consider yourself my practice, my practice folk. Use that, and that's got a nice, I won't use that bit. Just get rid of that piece across the top, and I will use the side of that. And like I said, I want it, oh sugar, I want it for my Touch of Spring. So I've got some of my Artie Mae's papers that are like her collage sheets. I've got some graphic 45, not graphic 45, graphics fairy, birds and butterflies and bits and pieces. I've got Tracy's labels. I've got some of Andrea's, you know, her labels that she uses on her collage work. And I've got some flowers that I cut out just from a gardening book. I've got some laces, so we should be able to do something fairly good with that. Because it's so thick, yeah, I definitely won't be sewing around it because I think it's about 2 mil. No, it's a 1 millimeter thickness board. And yes, I don't really want to put that through my machine. thought it'd be just nice to, I think they do call them writing boards. So, one for each signature, basically. There's some little spots that, you know, when you make a journal, you sort of just need something behind it as you're writing to give it that little bit of firmness to write on. Otherwise, you're writing over different embellishments and what have yous. So that is the idea today. This one's got Australiana on it, so we might even keep that one. Just because I can. I'm not sure how long it's going to take. I probably will stop and start between bits and pieces, just so that you don't have to see, you know, repetitive gear. And yeah, and we'll see how we go. Rachel did a gorgeous, because her theme was 100. It was 100 using lace and bits and pieces. Anyway, when I saw it, I thought, no, if I had done that, I would have copied her, and I thought, no, I don't want to copy hers at this stage, but I may do that later when I think about it, because it was using laces and little plastic sleeve, and made a gorgeous like little card, because she had some handmade paper on the back that you could write a message on, and I could just see it being a gorgeous little card or something to go with a gift. It was just beautiful, and I thought, ooh, I could do that with my girls at card making, because I'm always trying to think of different things for them to do. And, you know, not using card, I could get them to bring, you know, pieces of their favourite lace, and, you know, to perhaps make, and they've all got daughters, to make nice little gifts for their daughters. So, I have to look into that. That's when this COVID thing gets over and done with, that we can actually get back to getting together again. Okay, so I've got my bases. Now, I like to put some music paper down on most of my projects, so I will just grab, where did I put it? Don't know if that's the right one. No, it's not. This one is. I'll put them next to me so that I could grab them quickly. That's just a little, that's too new. I want something a little bit oldie. They're printed Christmas ones. Let's have a bit of Chopin. Oh, that's a nice old bit. Yeah, and that's a bit of nice stuff. Let's see what I've got here that might just... I was telling my girlfriend, she's just sat her music exams. She did exams years ago, and she now just wants to teach kids, and so she's it's really strange. She comes from Port Lincoln, and she's being taught by a girl I went to school with, and it was just by chance that we all sort of joined up again, which was lovely, because I met who's was studying through nursing, you know, but in her later years. So it's, and then for her to be learning from this other friend was a real treat to get back to know this other girl again. So it's funny how your life goes around and you meet people who you sort of lost contact with. And so I'll put that one there. I do like this piece here, so I'm going to put that down there. And we're going to put some of this old one, and we might just pop that one down this side. I just love the colour of this one. So that might just go down there like it is with the gaps and everything. We can fill those all in at some stage. So let's move those out of the way now. Just make sure, just make sure everything's in shot again. So if I go quiet, it's because I'm just thinking about what I'm going to do today. I'm sort of a bit, pop you down there on the side, have a bit of that showing there, and we might just whip you across there. Put the music down and then I'll just do one at a time, I think, from then. And this one is so brittle. Just be very careful. Okay, now I want to have the grab out. So these are papers from Andrea's kits, and I've just popped them all in. This is from these like here are from the springtime kit. Some I've just, that one was misprinted a little bit. I might just pop a bit of that down that side. I have a piece of... I do. Just put a piece of that across the... So it's not quite as elaborate as the Rachels and Andreas of the world do, but it's on the way. So I've got the backing, which was the back paper, and then I've just put 3 elements on there, and now I'm just going to look at some pieces that I think might go. I wanted to do a flower. I want to do a bird. Where's my birds? I think these birds from called the vibrant birds from Pinterest, from the Graphics Fairy. No, I might put that on another page. Yeah, I think I might keep to that. So I'm just having a... What I've done is put all the ones from the Graphics Fairy, I've popped them all into envelopes and kept them in this basket so that I can keep track of them. I also popped a few of Artie May's butterflies in there as well. Okay, so if we're going to use this one, I want something to ground it a bit. Just one moment, I'll be back. Okay, back again. Sorry about that. We're getting a little puppy, and I've been liaising with the breeder. So I sent her some photos today of our pup, or sorry, excuse me, our Rama, our standard poodle, and my daughter's dogs that were here today to show her. I was explaining how they all play together and have a bit of fun, and yeah, so she enjoyed seeing them, which was lovely. Now I just wonder. I think I'm going to need a bit of texture behind. So we might put some like that down. And just a couple of pinks poking through there, I think. Now to ground you, And then perhaps to bring the blue to the top, let's see how it goes. These are on sticker paper, these two. This was on, wasn't. Okay, now I thought that was doubled, so I'll just take some of it. Just put a little bit of it down. Just scrunch it up a little bit. I'll just bring this one back up the other side. Yep. Now, before I do, should have cut this out before when I had the camera off. I actually changed my blades, so we're cooking with gas here today. I started using my scan and cut again, but I didn't use it for these book pages. But I've been using them for my digitals. I was thinking, well, what's the use of it sitting there if I don't use it? Bit of a waste, eh? So I started her up again. And down that one. Hope my head's not in the way. This is fabric glue that I've got in this little bottle. So now just stick to the cheesecloth. And then I can just rub it off of the silicone mat. Yep, nice. Just cut that little bit there off. Okay, and then we'll pop you up there, and I'll just do his antennae. And if I'd thought of that, I probably still could. I've got a stamp that looks like zigzag stitching that I could put around there. But I think I'll just ink it and leave it. So that's a fairly hefty little card that will go into my, where is one? I don't know if it'll go into this one, but we'll just have a look and see where we've got up to. Got to be here somewhere. I'm sure I have one here somewhere. Wasn't that one, I don't think. I thought I had another one in here. Yes. Now I did put a couple of little cards in there, but I think I might. And I think that will go nice like that. Actually, the colours look nice in that one already, don't they? So that might be the first. I'll just pop them back there. So this is the belly bands that we made earlier with the packaging, and I just put some lace around the edge of it before I stuck it on as a belly band. I think that looks rather nice. Yeah, we'll have a big flip through of that eventually. Okay, so what time have we got here? I'll just stop for a minute and I'll get things organised for the other two so it doesn't take too long. Just a sec. Okay, we're back and it's a new day. I had a real brain fizz after I turned the computer off, the camera off. So I thought, no, let's just go inside, have tea, and that was it. Didn't come back. So hope everybody's still going okay. I'm just going, I had a little bit of a play before I left last night, so I'm not sure if what I've popped down is going to work or not, so we'll just see. This is the one I did, and it's actually got a little bit of the glue there, but that's okay, and I'm happy with that one, so that's something. Hey, then I was playing, I got all these little bits and pieces out. I adore this butterfly, but I think he's a bit big. I do like the bird, but I think he's the wrong colour. So we'll just pop that one aside for a minute. I've got some little tags and labels. Now, I did sort of work on this and I thought it sort of works. So let's just pop it down and see what happens. Hey, that's the best way. If it doesn't work, I just bin it and, you know. So I sort of like that there. And I'm actually going to ink and see if that was the problem, because I I do really, and I might just pop that over this side so I'm not reaching across all the time. I do like to ink, so we'll just do that. Get the glue going. Yeah. So this is just a little circle from Tracy's Compendium kit. This is some paper from Rachel's Antique Letters. So we've got all the gurus on here, so let's see if it works. I sort of wasted half an hour doing the first bit. Okay, now I wanted that underneath, so we'll just glue that first. So that I wanted there, just down a fraction, this on top like so, and this across the bottom. This is a piece of paper that I did my dyed my papers and spritzed and mucked around with, so I thought I'll just use a little bit of that, and that can go across the bottom like so. Just put a bit of texture there, nothing too exciting. I think it just adds a little bit, and it's just baking paper. Let's do it that way. I think I said before I used to just throw this out when I thought, well, I probably saw somebody else using it and thinking, duh, why didn't I think of that? Yeah, so that's better. Just smooth out a couple of little wrinkles, but I don't think it would really matter much, eh? Okay, so then I really do love that. And the thing is whether I put the top bit or whether I chop those last few off, which I think I'll do. Just go around like so. Yep, that doesn't look too bad. A bit more. Yep, and just going to just dab over those little white bits. I've been having a lot of fun playing with my scanner, my brother, what do you call it, scan and cut, yes, like that. I sort of put it aside and it was just, it felt like it was in the too hard basket to get it out all the time. So I've now set it up where I can use it all the time. And we'll see how that goes when all the girls come back to craft lessons, but at the moment it's in a good spot. So I'm having a rip-roaring time printing out from, I think I said I've joined the Graphic Fairy premium site, and I just can't wait to do a few videos to learn how to do some digitals. I'm tossing up about the photo shop. No, I do like that. Now, do we just pop a label and not go with birds or I do like that. Go with your gut. Like I said, I can always bin it if it's only paper. I can remember someone saying to me once, Jeanette, it's only a piece of paper, and I'm thinking, because then, you know, you buy your, that was when I was buying all the scrapbook paper, and you think, oh my God, but I paid for that, and I, you know, but in actual fact, it is only a piece of paper, isn't it? There we go, that one down. Do you know, I like that just as it is, but perhaps a little butterfly up there, hey? It might be time to get another pad of something to use. I've re-inked this, and I think I might have to get myself a vintage photo. I think I told you I re-inked it with my vintage photo with walnut stain, and now it's a bit blech. Okay, a little bit of this perhaps, and a butterfly. What do you reckon? A little bit of texture up. Fingers, fingers, fingers. A little bit of texture. And I've just gone and put all my little bits and pieces in this, and I've got them in baskets now. So that's all my stuff from, this one's Artie Mays and Tracy. And having said that, I think I might want a pink one, and that's in the other one where I've got all of Tina's from Shabby Dabby Doo Dah. Well, that's nice. It picks up that blue, doesn't it? Okay. Goodness knows where these all came from. I think I cut these out of books. So I found so many bits and pieces. That's too big. Too much the same, perhaps. Look at that one. Okay, I just need a little bit more because that's not quite big enough. Let's just want some texture there. Okay, so it's you and you. I should think out of all these I'd know what I want. Oh, that one with the... No, I think we'll go for this one. And we need to put it on with the fabric glue. I did have the bird there, didn't I? No, I think I'm going to go with my first and do the bird, and that's got the texture. I might just put a little bit more down here. And this is a the flower is from one of my books, one of my gardening books, and the bird is from the Graphics Fairy. Just had to make sure. Where's my... There you are. Ah, poo. I want him just sitting on the top of that. There. Yeah. Just want to get that. I do like. I'll just squish the glue into the gauze. There's that little one, and I do like that. So that's the second one, and these are for the my Touch of Spring. Oh, I've lost the other one. Oh, there it is. My Touch of Spring journal. So there we've got two. I do like those. And let's see what we can do with this one. This is going to be a bit of a yellowy one. And this time I bought in some lace. So let's see, this is going to go down. This is Rachel's vintage letter. I'm still in screen, aren't I? Yep. Oops, and it feels like I might be running out of glue, so I might change that. And I've decided my little granddaughter likes to use glue, but she likes to use a hard brush, so I'm going to keep the half or the empty ones because she uses it from down there and just gets it out with the brush. So they're all put aside in a little box so that when she needs glue she knows where it all is. Okay, another one. So I'm going to put this lace. I actually dyed this with some tea. It was white or off-white, so I think I'll pop that down there. I'll just use the glue, put a fair whack on, and just use that to start it off, just to hold it in place while I work it out. Oops, where's my, there it is. This does actually say it's for fabric, but never. I'm not 100% convinced, but we'll try. Okay, so this is just holding down the, getting rid of the white bits, and then I'm just going to pop that on there, and then just do the gluing bit. Yeah, so using the scan and cut, I don't need to be fussy cutting as much, although while I'm sitting watching telly at night, I do love to fussy cut, so I'll probably still take a bit in there and play around at night, because it's a no-brainer, isn't it, really? Now, that is going to go like that. I want something down here to ground it, which I'd had that one. Yep, I like that. I'm thinking a bit clearer or a bit quicker or something today. So this is project of the 100-day project. It's project 34. So that one goes there just to give it a bit of grounding. Okay, I'm just going around the edges here. And I think I said in the first video, part of the video, that I would not stitch around these because it is chipboard and it is about 1 mil thick, so we won't be doing any. Now I did have this little fella to come in, but nope. Get you out of the way. I did like this one too, but I'm not sure of the red, although there is a bit of red up there. Okay, let's see what we've got in here. I love those butterflies. Don't mind that. Just reaching up here. I think they called these things candy dots. Stamping Up had them, and I think that there was lots of places that used to sell them, and I've, as a lot of things, I was hoarding. So we might just see what it looks like. We'll do the dark brown one, and I'll just pop a little, because I don't know how old they are. If I do, they're years old. 4 or 5 years, I would imagine. Just a little spot of glue there. I might go a little bit. So they just look like faux brads. Oh, now my finger's stuck to it. I wonder if I just thought it might dull it down a little bit if I don't think it's going to do much. Anyway, doesn't matter. I'm going to pop it on because I just think it tones in up the top there. Let's audition something else, as Trace would say, Rachel would say. Right. Yep. Okay, that's it. Just his little. And we might glue that too, because it's going to go a little bit on the cheesecloth. Yes. Okay. So let's recap. I will be popping paper on the back, tea-dyed paper, but you've all seen that done before, so we won't bore you with that. So there's number 1 that I did. Then number 2, and then number 3. So they're going to go into my journal in the pages where I did the belly band out of the packaging, and they're stiff enough that you could use them behind there to write on, and they're flat, so that's where that one will go. Now you're going to see if I can't remember if I did put them all in or if I only did the one. I think I might have done the one because I had decided that I would do one section or one signature. Yeah, I have one signature. Oh no, there's one. So that's the pinky one. So we could probably pop that in that one. And I'll just pop a little bit of lace down the side of that one. So we'll leave that one in there. Where did I put the other? Surely I didn't put, no, it's because I'm pretty sure that was the yellowy colour one. Let's slowly, so you're just getting a sneak peek. I just stamped those little pockets, and I just stamped on tags of my paper that I dyed, just stamped, did a little bit of linen with a little stamp on there, and I've done that to most of them, but I'll do a bit of a flip through soon. There we go. So that one will go under there. I like. Okay, hope you enjoyed that little, well, it's a long one, but hopefully not too long that you can just flip through as you need to, and that you get something from that. So happy crafting till we meet again, and bye for now.